Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you hear something, don't mind about it. It's my boyfriend working in the same room. But I know it's been a while that I coming out with another video. I know I say the same thing, I guess almost every single video that I came out in the past few years. But you know, I have my responsibility, so I gotta take care of my other responsibilities first before I can sit here and focusing on doing what I love. You know what I mean? But anyway, this time I come back, I want to expand my channel. As if you subscribe me for a while, you know that I focus on more of beauty, fashion, and makeup for my YouTube channel. But now I feel like I have a lot more interest in my life, like travel, food, and now fragrances. So I want to share my other interests with you on my channel. I'm really excited to start this new journey with you guys. I have always loved fragrances, but for the past couple months, I gotta be honest, I went a little bit crazy with fragrance. I think quarantine got to me a little bit, so I'm like, I was out of idea to entertain myself, so I start collecting a lot of fragrances. So that's why I think, well, since I have so many fragrances right now, might as well do video. That's why I come back with this video today, which is my top 5 fragrance pick for Valentine's. This is the perfect time of the year to upload a video. Hopefully I will get more views, more subscribers, because I know everyone in this whole wild world during this time of the year will search for a tons of Valentine's video, like anything related to Valentine's. So hopefully, I am not a fragrance expert at all. I am just a person who loves fragrance and who want to share my interest with you guys. So whatever I say, just take it with a grain of salt. Don't be offended if I don't like what you like, because we all different. We have different tastes, we have different body chemistry, and we have different nose. So what works for me might not work for you, and vice versa. So with that being said, let's jump right in the video. I will just randomly pick my fragrance and talk about them because I love all of them. They will not come in any particular order. I'm not ranking them whatsoever. The first fragrance that I'm gonna talk about is Clown by Ariana Grande. This is my new discovery of 2020. And since then, I love it so much. If you can see, I already have a dent for this one. That's how much I love this one. First, let's talk about the note. I have everything right here on my laptop. So this one on Fragrantica, they describe it as sweet, latonic, vanilla, and coconut, which I absolutely agree with. Top note is lavender, pear, bergamot. Middle notes include whipped cream, praline, coconut, vanilla, orchid. And base notes are musk and woody notes. And at the time I started watching a bunch of fragrance videos, and a lot of people recommend this because they say it's a dupe for the one and only very famous fragrance nowadays, Baccarat Rouge 540. I have never smelled that one. So if you ask me, I can't tell you if it's the dupe or not. But regardless of if it's a dupe or if it's not, I really don't care. I love it the way it is. Right from the first spray, you can pick up a lot of that, you know, bergamot, and lavender, which really lighten up this fragrance. To me, this is a bright fragrance. It doesn't have that heaviness that usually fragrance during fall or winter have. This one you probably can wear all year round. This is my signature scent, to be honest. I wear it everywhere because it's very nice. It's a beautiful scent. It's inoffensive. And what kind of date I recommend for this one? It would be a date day, like a very casual date where you guys go to the beach, coffee shop, boba shop, going for a brunch. This would be perfect for those kind of dates because how bright, how beautiful and girly it is. It's girly without being juvenile. It still have that maturity in it, in my opinion, to my nose. And then to the second nose, after it dries down from the first note, to me it smells a little bit masculine. And I heard a lot of people said the same thing, which I totally agree. It smells a little bit masculine. It's not like just straight up sweet girly, which I feel like that make this one unique. It's not a straight up boring generic fragrance like other celebrity fragrances. And this, how I describe this one, it's gonna be Ariana Grande in a bottle. I can see her wearing this fragrance, and the bottle, I know it looks tacky. I know a lot of people don't like how the bottle looks, but I kind of like it. There are days I want to be a grown ass woman. There are days I just want to be a girl, you know, want to be taken care of, want to be spoiled, and this give me that vibe. So I absolutely love the bottle, but I totally agree that it looks tacky, and because of that I would describe this as, you know, it's like a girl that the first time when you meet her, you easily underestimate her. You would think this is just a shallow kind of girl, but then when you get to know her, she's actually a lot more interesting. She's deep, she's positive, very kind and uplifting. Talking about the performance, so the projection is this one is not crazy. It still create a bubble around you, but it's not like fill up the whole room, which to me is really suitable for a date, especially if you go on a first date. You don't want to, you know, scare your partner away. So this one kind of like make him want to come closer to you to pick up how you smell. I can't talk too much about sillage, to be honest, because I'm not wearing this out many times as this quarantine. So I just wear this around the house. The longevity though, I think it's not the greatest longevity. So you have to overspray it a little bit so that it lasts longer. But when you spray on your clothes though, it actually lasts for quite a long. The next fragrance that I'm gonna talk about for a Valentine's Days, it's gonna be Ricci Rose Extase. I don't know if I butchered the name, but I will make sure to list all of the fragrance name down below for you guys. It's really beautiful. I'm not a person who was into rose fragrance at all, because to me I feel like rose fragrance can pull a little bit too mature for my taste, too vintage, too mature. Like it give me a granny kind of vibe. I'm sorry if I offend you guys, but that's how I feel about rose fragrance before. And a lot of time they just smell like straight up rose water to my nose. When I start this journey, I try to expand my world, because I feel like if I limit myself a certain notes. I have that kind of prejudice about a certain notes. I will limit myself from experience a lot of great fragrance out there. In my opinion, I feel like even you don't like a certain note, there will be fragrance out there who have done that note the way that you like it. So I'll be just open-minded and try it out for myself and then decide it later. So on Fragrantica, this is described as fruity, rose, sweet, vanilla, musky, powdery, amber, and floral. Top note is red berries. Middle notes are rose and raspberry. And base notes are vanilla, musk, and amberwood. How would I describe this fragrance? It is a jammy rose. It's a very youthful, sweet jammy rose. It doesn't give me granny vibe at all. I think this is for a younger woman, but to be honest, you wear whatever you like, girls. Like, who cares? As long as you enjoyed it, that's all matter. The performance of this one, I would say, the projection is also not that great. Longevity is pretty poor. I can't talk about CH either because I don't go out enough to kind of like test this out. I just wear this out one time. That's it. I've been just wearing this one around the house. I would say this one is really suitable for a date night at home where you guys don't really go anywhere. You guys just like sitting on the couch on your bed to cuddle and, you know, Netflix and chill. So this one would be perfect for that kind of date because it doesn't project like crazy. It's kind of like come closer to me to smell me, which is perfect for a cuddle kind of date. I really don't mind about the projection or the poor longevity because I think the scent itself, it's so pretty that I can't look past the longevity, the projection, like the performance in general. But I wouldn't wear this on a special occasion. I wouldn't wear this for a special date night where you guys go out to a fancy restaurant. But for a cuddle kind of date night, this is perfect. Now let's take this a little bit more serious. The next fragrance I'm gonna talk about is Kilian Kissing. It has a long ass name, but you know, we can just focus on the red name right here. This is my first Kilian fragrance. Before this, I have never heard about him. When I saw this the first time in Sephora, I was like, Kilian, I have never heard of him. I look him up and I know that he's the heir of Hennessy, which is the company who make alcohol. It's kind of like sparks my interest. This is my kind of love collections. And at first I like boy, but then I feel like boy is a little bit more on a masculine side, and at the time I didn't really have any feminine fragrance. I feel like feminine fragrance just smell too sweet on my skin. This one is sweet but not too sweet. A lot of people say this one is very similar to Princess. I also have Princess in my collection. I don't really agree with them. I don't think that they're that similar. They're different enough to have both in your collections. Comparing to other designer fragrance out there, it's different enough, you know. At least it's not that kind of fruity, floral, generic kind of fragrance. So I do like it. This one is described on Fragrantica as vanilla, sweet, white floral, lactonic, green, fresh, and powdery. Top notes are bergamot, middle notes are lily of the valley, green notes, and rose, and base notes are milk, sugar, and vanilla. When I bought this one, seriously, I can pick up any. I have the most immature nose ever. I cannot pick up anything, but I can pick up that lactonic notes in there, the milk note, which I actually really like from this fragrance. If you don't like the lactonic notes, I don't think this one is for you. I personally like lactonic notes because it just gives this fragrance a very creamy, milky softness. Because of that, it's different enough. I have never smelled a fragrance that have lactonic notes before, and I would suggest this one for a date night at a fancy restaurant, you know, because I think it's very feminine, sophisticated, and delicate. It's really suitable for a woman. It's a kind of woman that want to be taken serious, want to, you know, want to tell the guys that if you're interested in me, take some time to get to know me first before, you know, before we move on to the next step. It's essential, it's sophisticated, it's classy woman. It will be attractive enough for a guy, but it doesn't suggest anything further than I'm interested in you, I want to get to know you, and I will make a decision later if I want to be boyfriend, girlfriend with you. Talking about the performance, I don't think this one has the best performance. It lasts a good amount of time. It doesn't project like crazy. It doesn't fill up a room. It projects enough for the person that sit next to you can smell you. Because of that, I think it's perfect for a date night with your partner at a restaurant where, you know, he's sitting next to you, talk to you, and he can pick up the scent on you without being, you know, being too much, being overwhelmed by the fragrance. Now, let's get even more serious. The next fragrance I'm gonna talk about is Tom Ford Noir Parfum. And guys, this is a very sexy fragrance, okay? This is the woman's fragrance. Between this and this, they are both women fragrance, but this one is sensual and this one is sexy. So you would wear this on a date where you guys already know each other for a while and you are ready to take it to the next level. You know that at the end of the night, it's gonna go down. And you would wear this fragrance because it's very sexy, it's woman, it's classy, it's sophisticated. I imagine a woman with her hair down, with a black dress, her heels on, wearing red lipstick, and wearing this fragrance. I only have a travel size for this one because at the time I just want to try it out, and then I fall in love with it. I am planning to buy a full bottle of it, but I don't know when because I keep being distracted by a lot of other fragrances out there that I want to add to my collection. So I can't say when I will have the full bottle of this, but for now, I have my travel size and I'm gonna use this up. But this is not a kind of fragrance where you want to wear around the house. Definitely not. You want to wear on a special occasions where it will tie to that special memory. So for any girls who already, you know, in a relationship and, you know, you want to have a romantic night with your man or your woman, wear this one. So on Fragrantica, again, they describe it as sweet, vanilla, amber, woody, powdery, citrus, balsamic, warm, spicy, lactonic, and aromatic. Top notes are ginger, bitter orange, mandarin orange, bergamot. Middle notes are coffee, rose, orange blossom, jasmine. Base notes, vanilla, amber, sandalwood, and mystique. I don't know what it is, guys, but this have a rose notes in here. But to be honest, it's not a dominant rose fragrance. It's definitely not. I think it's perfectly blended with other notes to make it a very beautiful oriental floral kind of fragrance. It had this kufi notes in here. I have never had that dessert. It's an Indian dessert. I have never had that before, but I'm really interested to try because this one smells so good. To me, this one is sweet, but it's not like so sweet, but it has that, you know, dark heaviness in it that make it so nice to wear in this kind of weather, this cold weather, fall, winter weather. It's so beautiful, so sexy. When you wear this, you feel like a boss, like a grown ass woman. You know what you want, and you're a go-getter. You'll go get what you want. Last but not least, the last fragrance that I think would be perfect for a Valentine's date would be Delina Exclusif from Femme de Marly. So I have both Delina and Delina Exclusif in travel size. I ordered both of them because I am trying to decide between both. Of course I want both of them, but I can only afford one, you know, so I gotta try to decide which one I want a full bottle, and I finally go with Delina Exclusif. To be honest, I think they are very close. Like at the end of the day, when it dries down, it basically kind of like the same, but this one is just more powdery, a little bit more dark and deep, which I like. And I just figured out that I actually like powdery notes. So any fragrance that give me that powdery scent, I actually really like. And this one is very powdery to my nose and on my skin. For Delina Exclusif, on their website, they say pair Ricci for top notes, rose and incense for heart notes, and vanilla, musk for base note. Basically, it's the same as Delina without that rhubarb note, and I feel like this one still have that tartness, have that sourness like Delina, but it's just not as sour, not as tart as Delina. It is still bright, but not as bright, and it quickly dried down to a lot deeper version of Delina. This is like the older sister of Delina. Delina is the younger sister. I don't mean that this one is old or anything. It's just more mature, more sophisticated. And because of that, I feel like it speaks more to me. If Delina, it's more bright, it's more like a younger sister, like she's more carefree and innocent, that one would be suitable for a date. This one is more for, you know, a date night. I feel like it's more for a special occasion. I would wear this one if we go to a fancy restaurant for a date night. To me, I don't spend a lot of money for signature scents. I will spend a lot more money on the fragrance where I will wear on a special occasion because I want that fragrance to capture that moment. I want that memory to be tight with a special fragrance. I will spend a lot of money on a more special occasion type of fragrance, and this is the one. So that's it, you guys. This is the end of the video. Thank you for staying with me. Thank you for watching my video. I hope that you guys enjoy my video about fragrances, because from now on I will do a lot more video on fragrances, especially I collecting a lot more now. Anyways, I hope to see you guys soon. Don't forget to subscribe and like my video if you do, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.